Do you want to know the beauty about sports? You're never fully satisfied. Whether your team goes winless or your team takes home the title, you'll always find something to be upset about. And that's why we are forever disappointed.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of FD Forever Disappointed. Today is Friday, June 4th. Sorry, we missed a couple weeks there. We were doing some vacation. Screw you guys, we're college kids, and it's summer. But that being said, we are back and we got a bunch of stuff to talk to you guys about today. So let's just jump right in. Mike, I think we should start with the biggest thing in the room, I guess. The NBA playoffs are officially not only underway, but they're in full swing.
And they're looking good.
They are looking good. I will give them that. Let's just get everything out there in the open. Yes, the Heat got swept. Yes, we're pissed. No, we don't want to talk about it.
I'm over it already.
I'm still pissed. But yes, we were embarrassed and we will figure it out. And we'll be a better team next year. That is all. No further comments. Other than that, other teams that have been eliminated. The Knicks are out now, and the Celtics are out, right?
Yeah, so are the Grizzlies.
Oh, the Grizzlies are out?
Yeah, they lost the other night to Memphis.
They are Memphis. You mean they lost to the Jazz?
To Utah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. I had not been watching the series at all, actually. Other series that could be closed out. The Suns are up 3-2 on the Lakers.
We're filming this on Thursday, so we don't know who wins.
Oh, the Wizards also got eliminated.
They did.
The Wizards also got eliminated. I forgot about that. Yeah, so
eliminated.
Has the whole East moved on? Yeah, I think you're right.
There's maybe one round that hasn't. See, 1 beat 7, 2 beat 6.
No, there's four teams moved on. Yeah.
All right. So the whole Eastern second round is set.
So we're waiting on the West. So Utah's in. We're still waiting on the Suns Lakers series. That could possibly be closed.
We'll have to.
Yes. So, but that game is on Friday. So the Clippers and the Mavericks. The Mavericks are up 3-2, right?
Mavericks are 3-2, yeah.
And what's the last series that we're missing?
The Blazers and the Nuggets.
And the Nuggets are up in that series, right?
That game is Thursday night.
But the Nuggets are up 3-2, or is it 2-2?
3-2.
Okay. All right. So that being said, I am cheering for the Blazers, Mavericks, and the Suns. I don't like the Lakers. I really don't like the Clippers. And it's not that I don't like the Nuggets. I'm a Carmelo fan, and I also like Damian Lillard. So
that's bullshit. You've told me you've hated Damian Lillard.
I never, bro. We always come back to this conversation. I never said I hated Damian Lillard. I said that I did not understand the decision he made to stay in Portland. It was stupid.
Loyalty. Whatever.
You're not going to win any rings. It's not my fault. I think he's a phenomenal player, but it was a bad decision in my opinion.
Who knows? I mean, his teammates did not help him the other night after a beautiful performance.
Yeah, his teammates never help him.
Yeah. He shouldn't
be surprised when it happens. It happens a lot.
That's true.
But yeah, so what do you think, given all of the series that have been closed out so far, are you willing to make a prediction on who do you think is going to go to the finals and or win?
Well, I'll tell you the Eastern Conference. Oh no, I can't even say that. I was gonna say the Eastern Conference Finals will be Brooklyn and Milwaukee, but they're playing each other right now.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Because Milwaukee did look really good.
This Milwaukee-Brooklyn series is gonna be really interesting because theoretically speaking, Milwaukee has 3 guys that can cover Brooklyn's 3 guys.
Yeah.
So it will be very interesting. I think that Brooklyn wins, but I think it's going to be a tough fought series.
Do you think it goes to all 7?
I don't know because I know Milwaukee just embarrassed us and they they swept us and stuff, but I don't know if they keep shooting that well the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But on the other hand, Brooklyn can't cover a paper bag, so
No,
it could be very easy for Milwaukee to score. So that being said, I think it's just going to be like really high scoring games. I think it will go to 7, but I wouldn't be surprised if it stayed in 6 either.
interesting.
But yeah, I think Brooklyn would win just because of who they have on their team.
Yeah, you have 2 MVPs on that team.
That's what I'm saying. That's not taking a shot at Milwaukee or anything. I just think that Brooklyn is stacked.
It also depends if DeAndre Jordan comes back too.
I don't think it does. I mean, yeah, they don't really have anybody to cover Brook Lopez right now.
No. I don't know. I didn't even know he was hurt till I started watching the series and realized he wasn't playing.
Yeah. I just thought he wasn't playing because he wasn't playing.
Yeah, I have no idea. But he needs to play if they want to win convincingly.
I agree, but it's going to be a very good series. I still think Brooklyn's going to come out of the East, especially if the Sixers keep having. I think the Sixers. I don't know why I think this, but I think they had the best shot of beating Brooklyn. But if they keep having people go out with injuries and stuff, they're not going to make it past the second round.
Who do they play this round now?
The Hawks.
You think they lose to Atlanta?
No, I mean, unless Joel Embiid doesn't play like 3 games.
That's true.
But yeah, like if it's the Hawks versus the Sixers without Embiid, it's pretty even.
You know what? I'm gonna say the Sixers are gonna win that series because they have like a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year nominee in Ben Simmons. So
Oh, the nominee. I forgot to give
he's
out
good.
participation trophies now.
He should do his job and guard Trae Young. So
You should. Probably won't.
this is me taking a shot at Ben Simmons to say that if he doesn't guard him, he doesn't deserve Defensive Player of the Year. Or if Trae Young explodes, he doesn't deserve Player of the Year.
Yeah, so I think that Brooklyn comes out of the East. In the West, right now for me, it's between 2 teams. It's between
Utah.
You're just gonna say Utah.
Yes.
It's between Utah and the Suns for me. If the Suns beat the Lakers, I see it. I see a problem with other people having to beat them. But Utah is very good.
I like Utah.
All right, Michael's pick is Utah. So if Utah plays Brooklyn, though, who's gonna win?
I will be rooting for Utah, but I will probably
Sure.
Brooklyn.
And if Utah wins, does Dwayne Wade get another ring? Do we add that to his count?
Not on his player count, but yeah, he still wins another ring.
Okay.
He gets his 4th ring.
I was talking to somebody the other day about Pat Riley. Pat Riley has like I think 2 rings as a player. What was it? 5 rings as a coach, so that's 7. And I think 2 rings as an executive, like as like a GM, so that's 9. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson has like 13.
Yeah.
He has like 12 as a coach. Or no, he has 11 as a coach, 1 as a player, and I think 1 as an executive. Something like that. That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on. The MLB. Do you have anything you want to say about the MLB? Because I have one thing that has been bothering me as of late.
It's just really like tight all around. I haven't seen really anyone just like wanting to take advantage and like take control of being the best team in baseball.
I mean, the Cubs have the best record in the MLB, I think, right now, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I have not watched any Cubs games, so I can't comment on that, how they're playing. But I mean, they do have the best record in the MLB right now, so that should say something. My problem with baseball right now is like you have the old heads of baseball now arguing with the young heads, and like I don't understand. What is the problem? So it's 9 to, okay. I'm just gonna talk about the situation that's bothering me. So you remember when that guy Mercedes for the White Sox hit the grand slam in the top of the 9th?
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, it was 8-0 or 9-0 in the top of the 9th inning, 3-0 count, bases loaded, and the guy that was pitching was like a position player. He was like a first baseman or something like that. He threw like a 54-mile-an-hour meatball, and the dude took it on a 3-0 count. The dude took it dead center. He hit it like 430 feet, going 54 miles an hour. You know how hard that is, first of all? It's like really fucking hard. And he hit a grand slam. And his own coach came out that night and said, I have no problem. Or he said that shit like that should not happen. Basically, this is I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but he said shit like that's not supposed to happen. You gotta have more respect or something like that. And he goes, I have no problem with I forget who they were playing with. He said with that whatever team they were playing, handling that situation. And then the next game, the guy who hit the grand slam got hit. His player got hit, and he said that's the rules of baseball for you, or something like that. And I just thought, like, really, bro, like this guy cares more about the quote unquote unwritten rules of baseball more than like his players getting hit. Like that guy should not be coaching.
Tony La Russa.
Tony La Russa is a fucking. Tony La Russa is an old fuck. That's all I'm gonna say about Tony La Russa. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I haven't.
That guy's your player. I'm pretty sure he's a rookie now, and he's one of the best. He's one of the best hitters in the league this year, and you want him to get beamed? You're a fucking idiot.
It is what it is. I haven't seen that much baseball this season to really know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, me either. I just know that the Braves suck. The Braves keep giving up leads because our bullpen is terrible.
Yeah, St. Louis's pitching sucks outside of Flaherty, and Wainwright gets like the least amount of run support from the starting rotation.
Yeah, our ace just re-injured himself, so he set himself back like another 2 months or something like that.
Flaherty is on like the 10-day DL or something like that.
Baseball sucks when your team sucks.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, this weekend we have a very big event. Michael, tell them about the big event that's happening this Sunday.
We're watching an exhibition match of boxing where there's no declared winner.
If there's a knockout, there's a winner.
No, it's not declared because there's no official. Just like
Michael, you did a terrible job of selling that. I will sell the fight to the people. Everybody on Sunday, Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul are gonna duke it out in, I think, what is it, like a 10-round exhibition? 8, something like that.
It's 8 3-minute rounds.
8 3-minute rounds of full-on Floyd Mayweather ass kickery. Yes, that's a word, ass kickery. I'm so excited. I want Logan Paul to get his face fucking smashed in.
Joey is really excited about this fight.
Also, I'm gonna get really drunk.
So you are buying it then, Joey?
Oh yeah. I already talked to my dad. Like when he got home from work this morning, we're buying it.
What time is it on Sunday?
The coverage starts at 8 apparently, but I don't know what time the fight start. I have to call Flora actually because we're supposed to be doing something at Emily's house for her birthday, but I'm gonna tell her to make it like a lunch thing.
Ooh.
Because I have to cook anyway, so I feel like I should be allowed to pick when I cook.
What are you gonna cook?
Arroz con pollo.
All right. Well, if I have nothing better that day.
Yeah. Your brother's already coming, so I don't really care if you show up or not.
If I have nothing better else to do that day, I will go. It's like we talked about it the other day. It's like your take on it when we bought the Izzy fight at Gainesville.
Sure, but if you don't show up, you're not my friend.
Once I get sick, everybody knows I will be there.
Yes. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna have my boys come over. Bring some food or Jello shots, one or the other.
Who else is coming?
I told Tiny. I'm gonna tell Jack when he gets off of work today.
All right.
Probably tell PJ and Steven too. All right. The last thing I had for sports talk was Julio trade block. It's pretty much the only news going around the NFL right now because it's so boring.
Yeah,
the moment.
It makes it even more boring because nothing's happened.
Yeah, pretty much. But Julio is on the trade block. I don't really care because he's like the Raiders apparently aren't interested in one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. I kind of hope he goes to the Cardinals, if anything.
I hope so too.
Well, no shit. The question is what number does he wear on the Cardinals?
I don't know. You can whatever number he wants. Depends if
No,
Larry's gonna. It depends if Larry's coming back or not.
doesn't matter. If Larry leaves, they're retiring his jersey on the second he walks out the door.
I think Julio would respect and understand Larry's legacy to not wear number 11.
I think so too. And remember, now he can wear like a single digit. I know he wore 9 in college.
It's like if Chris Paul came to Miami before Wade's retirement, like Wade's jersey retirement,
I wore
Oh.
3.
and like decided to wear a different number.
Yeah, I get that. It's like Mario Chalmers coming back and wearing 6 again. It's just not the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only other thing I had for sports talk. Did you have anything else?
I got the NHL playoffs are underway.
Yeah.
Second round is starting. The
Who am I cheering for? I'm not really cheering for anybody.
first round, the Maple Leafs were up 3-1 in the series, and they lost in 7 games.
Yeah, Canadians.
The Jets beat the Oilers in 4 straight games. This is off first round, by the way. Avalanche swept the St. Louis Blues. The Vegas Knights, I think they won in 6 or 7 versus the Minnesota Wild. That's the western side. On the eastern side, the Islanders won, I believe, in 6 games versus the Penguins. Boston won in 5 versus the Capitals. Carolina 6 games versus Nashville, and the Tampa Bay Lightning won in 6 games versus the Panthers. So now in second round, the Lightning are up 2-0 on the Panthers, and they play tonight, Thursday night, or 2-0 against the Hurricanes, and Game 3 is tonight on Thursday at Tampa.
Okay, I figured out who I'm cheering for. Anybody playing the fucking Lightning. To whatever team plays and beats the fucking Lightning, I will go on your store and spend $20.
Well, from the hockey I know, which isn't very much, Carolina is one of the favorites, but they're down 0-2 right now.
That's who Trocheck plays for now.
Yeah, but he got hurt last game. And both games were at Carolina, so they dropped both games at home when they had to win.
Tell them to join the club.
So then the other Eastern game, it is the Boston Bruins playing tonight as well versus the New York Islanders. Series tied 1-1. I hope both buses break down on the way to each stadium, but I would probably root for the Islanders before Boston.
No, I'm definitely rooting for Boston.
I don't know. I just hate the
Screw
whole
the Islanders.
I just hate the whole Northeast.
Yeah, wow. I only want one team to come out of that side. And it's the fucking Hurricanes. I hate every other team there.
Um,
Go Knights. Vegas, baby.
Vegas Knights. I'm always going for Vegas. They're down 0-2 right now to the Avalanche.
Jesus.
They lost in overtime last night. And I believe the Canadians are up 1-0 in their series versus the Winnipeg Jets.
Jesus, there's a lot of Canadian teams in.
Yeah. So no, there's only 2 Canadian teams. Well, because
Yeah. One lost, though.
They split the whole
Yeah.
They split, like, they made different conferences. So one
There's 3 this year.
was like the Canadian conference. So like one whole bracket, like 4 for the first round, 4 games were just, or 4 teams were Canadian teams in there, and like they played each, like one Canadian team's coming out of the playoffs.
Gotcha.
Is gonna make it to the Final Four.
Okay. All right.
So the NHL playoffs right now. We'll see how it goes.
That's very interesting. Thank you for the hockey update, Michael. With that, why don't you just keep going? Give them your player of the week.
I texted Joey this. I said, "The clock is ticking. You know what time it is." Joey said, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I was playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, Joey wasn't watching the beautiful masterpiece that I haven't seen in a while in a playoff game. I'm not counting LeBron's Game 7. I don't give a fuck about that game. Talking about Damian Lillard's 55-point Game 5 in double overtime, which they managed to still lose because the rest of his team is incompetent.
Incompetent.
55 points off of 17 of 24 shooting. And 12 of those 17 shots were all threes. And he hit like 3 back-to-back in like 60 seconds in the first overtime to force double overtime. He wasn't missing. He finally missed in double overtime, and Austin Rivers put his hands together and looked up to this guy and said, "Thank you."
Oh, I saw that video.
Damian also had 10 assists and 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, 1 steal. And he played a grand total of 52 minutes. and he only turned the ball over once. And this series, right now, he's averaging 35.6 points per game, 4.4 rebounds, and 9.6 assists per game as well. So that is my player of the week is Dame time.
Yeah, respect. Damian Lillard's a baller. Nobody ever denied that.
Joey,
But
Joey, look at the
Dame time. Yeah,
you know what time it is.
I liked his response at the end of the game. How do
Yeah,
you feel about your record say night? Doesn't matter. We lost.
I was telling Joey, what do you do in the locker room? Like, if you're a player that scored like 67, like something ridiculous, like Damian did, to will your team to keep winning, and your team comes like your team just failed you. What do you do in the locker room? Like, how do you even talk to them?
You don't. You call Pat Riley.
I just like you just sit there like I just said, yo, don't talk to me. Like, fuck you.
Fuck everybody.
That's just tough.
Very nice, very nice. My player of the week is also along the same lines as yours. Was somebody who played very well in a closeout game last night, actually. My player of the week is going to go to Seth, not Steph, Seth Curry, because he got the start last night because Joel Embiid was injured and he didn't play. And he led the team in scoring with 30 points. He didn't have any rebounds, but he did have 2 assists, but helped them close out the Wizards. I picked this because I'm a very, very big fan of Seth Curry. I feel like he's a very good basketball player who people obviously can see that he's a good basketball player, but I feel like he will never get the full recognition of what he deserves. So
His brother's the best shooter the planet's ever seen.
I know, poor guy, but I do want to give him his little shout out here. He popped off.
Wait, so Embiid doesn't play, so they start small ball?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, remember they have Ben Simmons out there.
Please.
The starting lineup. I mean, I'm saying though, like the starting lineup, they had 4 guards and they had 4 guards technically if you count Simmons as a guard and Tobias Harris. They had Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Seth Curry, Danny Green, and Martin Thibault.
So Martin started power forward and Tobias at center?
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
But yeah. So Seth Curry, good shit, bro. With that, I'll just go straight into my highs and lows. I could only find 2 lows this week or these last couple weeks, but they're very obvious ones. We actually already talked about both of them. So the Heat in big blue letters in all caps, I have written right next to the Heat. I have embarrassing. We got embarrassed.
We could have at least taken game 1.
I know. Just garbage. We'll figure it out though. We always do. The second low, the Panthers, not as garbage.
Yeah, at least we won 2 games.
Yes. The goalie, what was his name? Spencer Knight.
Which one are you talking about?
The one that they put in.
We started 3 goalies.
Yeah, the one they put in at the end in the last 2 games.
Spencer Knight.
Good shit, bro. He played well for a young kid.
He's 20 years old.
That's what I'm saying. So they might want to look into that. Overall, I mean, I thought they played well, but they were very sloppy, and that's why they lost the series. Too many penalties. Gave a very good Lightning team way too many power plays. And yeah, I mean, it's just what happens. But they'll figure it out. I know they will. So, those are my 2 obvious lows. Moving into highs, I got a new car. Michael saw it. It's a 2019 Kia Optima, black interior, black exterior. So I'm very happy. That's what I wanted. It drives so nice, and I like the way it looks. So very, very big high. Second high, this past weekend I went camping in River Ranch, Florida. It was a family reunion for my mom's side of the family. It's like 50 people there who I'm air quotes related to.
Were there people that you met for the first time?
Yes, but there was people out there that I knew that I had met before too. So, but that was really fun. We got to drive golf it's like a big like camping property, so they rent golf carts out and stuff. And we went to a rodeo. I went skeet shooting there. I did a bunch of cool stuff. So that was a really fun. And then my last high is the Knicks lost. Like Michael said before, I fucking hate the Knicks. I will always hate the Knicks. And they lost. So fuck you, Knicks.
Ice Tray, the new villain of the NBA, or at least for the
I
Knicks.
love it.
New
Ice
villain of
tray.
network.
Ice tray.
The new villain of
Um, but yeah, those are my my highs and lows.
nice. My two lows are the same two lows as Joey. The Heat lost and the Panthers lost. Panthers always put up good seasons when we make the playoffs, and we can never make it out of the first round. It's sad. My one high, I get 3 highs. I'm on break, which is always fun. I will always point that out. I'm on summer break, which my trip to Cape Coral was pretty fun, actually. It was nice and relaxing.
It looked like fun. It looked like you were having a good time.
It was just chilled, relaxing at someone else's house. Airbnb. Another high is I've been applying to jobs and I've been getting a couple calls for interviews lately. I had the other day an interview for Jersey Mike's. Today, actually, after recording this, I have to go to Flanagan's for my interview in Weston. And right when me and Joey were calling to discuss about today's episode, I got a missed call from BJ's Brewhouse, so I'd have to call them back.
Very nice.
And my last high is I've been starting to run again down here. I don't really run up in JU. I use the gym, but down here I've been running because I don't have a gym. But I'm waiting for me to officially be hired by someone so that I can start paying for a gym membership.
There you go.
Until then, I will run. But those are my highs and lows.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll jump into the next segment. It's a new segment actually that I kind of came up with like last week after having a conversation with some of my roommates. It's called Hills I Will Die On. Michael hadn't heard this phrase before, so I will explain it, I guess. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the phrase "That's a hill I'll die on." It's basically what the segment is me and Michael giving a sports take that it doesn't really matter what evidence you present for against it. It's something that you won't change our minds on, basically. So, for example, my hills I will die on is actually pretty funny. I actually texted my roommates this one last week, so they'll get a laugh out of this if they listen to it. My hill that I will die on is Rudy Gobert won 2 Defensive Player of the Years, yet can't cover a perimeter player. The guy gets crossed up at least 3 times a year. I just want to know why in the world he won 2 Defensive Player of the Years when he literally, if he steps 2 feet past the free throw line, he's fucking useless.
They look at stats, Joey.
I don't care, bro. They don't watch basketball. The people who vote for this do not watch basketball.
They follow stats and they see that he leads the league in blocks.
Yeah, of course he leads the league in blocks. He sits under the basket like a big fucking French Christmas tree saying, "Hey, I'm going to block you." No shit.
It is what it is.
Go ahead. You give him yours.
My hill I would die on is that the Big 3 Heat in a best of 7 series would beat the 73-9 Warriors.
I told him before that that's one of my favorite basketball teams. I do not know if that would happen. I do think it would be a very good series.
We have the size advantage. We have shooters on those Big 3 teams, no matter which team you want to use. I'll give you the 2013-2014 Heat.
With Ray Allen?
Or 2012-2013. 2012-2013, the year we beat the Spurs.
Okay.
I think 2012-2013. That team would beat the 73-9 Warriors in the best of 7 series.
Any team Mike Miller's on, we got a shot.
Mike Miller, Shane Battier, Ray Allen. Those are shooters. Norris Cole and Chalmers as well, Bosch. And we have size inside.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's improbable.
In a best of 7 series, I think the Big 3. I think that Heat team would beat the Warriors team.
I would like to see the Wade versus Clay matchup.
We all know Curry would outperform Chalmers.
Yeah, but they'd probably do what they did against the Spurs and put LeBron on Curry.
Yeah, because that's a team without KD. This is a Warriors team without KD. So, but I think the Big 3 Heat win that series.
I think so too. We'll see though. I mean, no, we won't see. We should run that simulation in 2K.
Yeah, you can load it up on 2K. Call it. Hey, you know why we won? Because that Heat team ended up winning the NBA Finals with the best record. 73-9 Warriors are the team that went up 3-1 versus the Cavs and lost.
Yeah, I know. I mean, look, that Heat team was very good, but they did have problems.
Hey, we won.
They didn't. I got it. I get it. I do.
That 2012-2013 Heat would beat the 73-9 Warriors.
So you see what we're saying? You can't provide any logic. There is no logic.
It's the same Heat team that won like 30 or not 30, like
23?
20 in a row. Something like that.
28. I don't know. I was at game 22. I know that.
Yeah. They're the same team that won like around 20 in a row.
True. All right, we'll see. Didn't that Warriors team start the season out like 24-0 or something?
Yeah, but they also counted those games from the season before too that they won from the finals or like from the regular season.
No, I think they still went like 24-0 like to start the season.
They did, but they counted like the record broken as from games from the previous season too.
Well, yeah, but it's still games in a row.
Yeah, but it's not in a season.
Whatever. See? No, there's no arguing against it.
Who guards Chris Bosh, Joey? Don't you dare say Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond.
Please.
I'm not saying he does a great job, but I mean, they have who's playing. Somebody was playing the 5 for them though.
Probably, I don't even remember on that team.
It was either Festus Ezeli.
Festus cannot guard Bosh.
Or Bogut, maybe.
Maybe Bogut, but I don't think Bogut can still guard Bosh.
Mo Spates, possibly.
No one guards Bosh in that roster.
Whatever you say, bro.
I can give you Draymond or not Draymond, Clay doing a good job on D Wade.
I'm not arguing against you here.
Probably Iggy guarding up LeBron.
I mean,
they don't have guard up Bosh.
But they do have Steph Curry.
Yeah, we got our shooters too. We have the Curry before Curry.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Right now, I think hit more 3-pointers in the clutch than Curry has in the playoffs.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm gonna let you believe whatever you want to believe because it's your hill.
Florida football would never be as good as Georgia.
What?
I said Florida Gator football would never be good as Georgia.
You're an idiot. That's just not even like logical.
That's just a piss off, Joey.
It's not to piss me off. It should piss them off. Gone 42 years with no fucking national championship. That's pretty fucking sad.
Who gives a better mascot?
I don't give a fuck about Uga. Uga's an ugly fuck.
It's an actual bulldog.
And he pees himself.
It's a live bulldog, Joey.
I don't give a fuck. We have gators that walk around campus. Okay. What's our next segment, Michael? Before I reach through the laptop and punch you in the face.
Salty and sweet.
Oh, that's right. For those of you who may not remember, salty and sweet is like when a player or a team has like a moment of like what is it, Michael? Like rage, I guess, or anger, and it actually ends up working out for them, something like that.
Yeah.
So you go first. I went first last time.
Kyrie Irving. I don't know how to just describe it, but the fans in Boston hate him.
They really do hate him.
Stepped on the Celtics logo. He got water.
Yo, Kevin Garnett was not happy about that.
Big ticket can fuck off.
The big ticket.
Yeah. He stepped on their logo. Got a water bottle thrown at him. All the boos came out in Game 3 and Game 4. And on top of that, well, they did get him in Game 3, but on top of that, Game 4 he pulled up and they managed to win the series. So, fuck the Celtics. My honorable mention too is from Game 1 between the Portland Trailblazers and the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets fans booed Carmelo, and how dare they boo Carmelo Anthony, the man who brought them joy.
He built that house.
He built that franchise. And Melo showed up that game too, and they pissed off Melo so much. I saw him play.
That they won. He played defense.
Yeah,
he never does that.
I saw him nab a steal or two. So don't you dare boo! Don't you dare boo Melo.
Yeah, I love when other people come to Melo's defense. Let's go.
Especially if you're the Nuggets.
And then my salty and sweet is Trae Young. Trae Young has, like Michael said, has become the new villain of the NBA, at least for the Knicks. Ice Trey was talking a lot of shit during this series, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to actually a quote from Derrick Rose last night. He said, "I'm 30." He's 36, something like that, right? He's pretty old now. He said, I'm 20. I don't remember how old he said he was. He's like, I'm 36. I haven't talked shit my entire career, and I'm not gonna start now. Day one, that's it. So
Oh, he
even
said that. He said that after Clint Capella.
yeah, I know. I'm saying though, like just in general, like the Hawks are becoming villains, and Trey Young is their leader.
Hmm.
I love it. I fucking love it. And he pissed off the Knicks, so it works out both ways.
You got Spike Lee to leave out early.
Yeah, screw you, Spike. Go home. But yeah, that is my salty and sweet. Trey Young is the new. He's like Dwayne Wade. Like from now on to the end of his career, whenever he walks in Madison Square Garden, they're gonna fucking hate him.
It's like D Wade in Dallas.
D Wade, like when he used to go to the Garden, they used to destroy him, and he would just ball out every time he played there.
Yeah, he played out the migraine too.
Yep.
Wore those special glasses.
Yep. But yeah, that's my salty and sweet for this week. I don't think we have anything else, right, Mike?
Not that I can think of.
Cool.
Oh, just the fans are idiots.
Yeah, stop throwing shit, bro. It's just not right. Like, don't throw shit.
NBA fans are idiots.
I think the players are a little soft, and they're kind of like whiny. Yes, I think we all think that, but you can't throw shit at people, bro. That's how people get hurt.
You get spit on trying to inbound the ball, Joey.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't do
You
shit
walk
like
to the tunnel and you get a water bottle or popcorn.
No. I'm fully on the player side here. Like I'm saying, like usually we think they're whiny and shit, like on the court, but you can't do shit like that, bro. It's just not right, like at all.
Yeah.
But we hope you guys are just as disappointed in these horrendous fans as we are,
if not more.
And we appreciate you guys listening, and we should be getting back to a regularly scheduled programming if I'm not mistaken, right, Mike?
Yeah, we should.
All right. Cool. Well, we'll see you guys next week then.
Take care, guys.